So last class what we have discussed, how to create an user and who columns this. Now we are going for types of executables. What are different types of programs we can execute in Oracle applications? Okay. Okay. This entire session I'll share you, no problem. This you can go through our Facebook. Last session also already shared. This will also is good. So what are the types of executables we can execute in Oracle applications? There are 12 different types of executables we can execute. We can execute the reports, SQL programs means SQL scripts, PL SQL programs means procedures, packages, SQL loader means control files, Unix shell script, C language programs, Pro C language, Java stored procedures, Perl script, other Java programs. This all can be done in Oracle applications. Out of these 12 types, first four are mandatory. As Oracle developer, as Oracle consultant, we must develop these four executables and we must customize these four executables. Okay, reports, SQL, PL SQL, SQL loader. This SQL loader maybe you are not aware of it. SQL loader. I'll explain this. It's one day class, not more than that. Okay. So these four are mandate. Here report means indirectly we are calling it as RDF. SQL plus means indirectly .SQL script. PLSQL procedure, control file. Like this we are having different names. But once you transfer any of this program into Oracle applications, we call it as concurrent program. We don't call it as report. We don't call it as SQL program. We don't call it as PL SQL procedure. We call the unique name as concurrent program. We call the unique name as concurrent program. What is the definition of concurrent program? What is meant by concurrent program? Concurrent program is nothing but instance of execution file. Instance of execution file along with input parameters and incompatible programs. Concurrent program is nothing but instance of execution file. So concurrent program means indirectly any of this executable. Concurrent program means indirectly any of this program. It may be a report, it may be a SQL program, it may be a PL SQL program, it may be a SQL loader, it may be a Unix shell script. It can be any of that. That's the definition of concurrent program. Instance of execution file along with input parameters. Along with input parameters and incompatibility programs. So instance of execution file along with win parameters and incompatibility programs. So first we'll start with the reports. We'll discuss how to register the reports first. In the same procedure we'll do it remaining all. But we required only first four executables. And last session we discussed about rice components, right? So here we are working with first letter right now. Reports. We are working with First letter reports. First letter reports. How to register the report as concurrent program. So in class folder, file name is report registration steps. Report registration steps. This is the file. Report registration or report deployment or report development. All are same. But actual word is a deployment. Actual word is a deployment. We are going to deploy the report in Oracle applications. So first we have to develop the report by using reports 10G. First we have to develop the report by using reports 10G. Means we'll define data model, layout model, bind parameter, lexical parameters, formula column, whatever we have done last 8 sessions, that will do it. Once we develop the report, then where it will be saved? It will be saved in your desktop, means your local machine. You have to upload from local machine to server. Last class we discussed we have 2 servers. One is file server, another one is database server. What is file server? We had discussed Apple top, custom top, 12.0.0 folder, reports, US folder, that is file server. Another one, database server we discussed. What is database server? App schema, PO schema, this all is database server. Right now we are developing the report. Report is file or database object? It is a file. Report is a file, .rdf. It is one of the file. So we have to upload into file server. If it is a database object, we'll do it in the database server. Database object means procedure, function, package, trigger, table. These all are database objects that will create in the database server. Now this is report is a file. So we have to upload the report into file server. Okay. So last session we discussed about custom top. What is custom top? Custom top is used for customer developments and customizations. Means our client development and customizations. It is created by our DBA in the project. Custom means new. Custom means new top. This name can be any name. For example, if you are working for Sony client, the custom top name can be Sony top or Sony Corporation top. Some name will be given. So when we are joining in the project, our team leader or DBA must tell us this is what the custom top we are using for our developments and customizations. Okay, so that is common. So in our training, we are going to discuss PO is our custom top. PO is our custom top. In the interview also, we should not say we'll upload the file from local machine to PO top. We'll say we'll upload the file from local machine to custom top. We should not say PO top. PO top we are using in our training for our practice purpose. Our practice purpose. Okay. So we have to say it's a custom top. Remaining path is common. 12.0.0 reports US folder. This is common. Okay. So once we upload the report into the server, then we have to register from the front end. Last session we discussed system administrator, application developer. What we call system administrator and application developer, it's nothing but a AOL, application object library. When we want to work with the reports and programs, we'll go to system administrator. So let's go to system administrator responsibility, create the executable. Create the executable. Okay. So what is the purpose of creating executable? Just now we discussed 12 types of executables we can create. We have to mention what you are registering right now. Right now we are registering the report. Where is this report in the server? It's located in PO top. PO means purchasing. What is the name of the report? Some name, employee underscore salary. Dot RDF is not required because already you mentioned it's a report. Already you mentioned it's a report. Okay. Then name of the executable. We can give any name. Either same name we can follow, whatever. So what is the purpose of creating the executable is out of 12 types, out of 12 different types of executables, which executable you are registering right now? Are you registering SQL program or PL SQL or report or Unix shell script? Which one you are registering? You are saying that you are registering the Oracle report. And what is your report name? So and so report name. Where is this report in the server? In which top? Means in which directory it's located in the server. So that system will retrieve your file name directly from that folder and execute. Okay. So that is the purpose of creating the executable. After creating the executable, we are attaching executable to the concurrent program. Executable to the concurrent program. Okay. So just now we discussed the definition of concurrent program. What is concurrent program? Concurrent program is indirectly executable only. Executable is nothing but indirectly your RDF file. Indirectly your RDF file. Okay. So concurrent program is nothing but instance of execution file along with parameters and incompatibility programs. This incompatibility is important. We'll discuss later. Right now you can remember concurrent program means indirectly executable only. But additionally what we will find? Parameters. Parameters will be added. Input parameters will be added. Okay. Next, attach this concurrent program to the request group. Attach concurrent program to the request group. Attach concurrent program to the request group. What is meant by request group? Request group is nothing but a group of requests. Group of requests or group of concurrent programs. Group of requests or group of concurrent programs. Whatever the programs we have registered, that we are going to attach to the group. Okay. Next, attach this request group to the responsibility. What is meant by responsibility? Responsibility is nothing but a request group, data group and menu. When you combine all these three, then we will find the responsibility. Okay. So in whatever request group we have created, that we are attaching to the responsibility. We are attaching to the responsibility. Okay. This. Then what about data group? Request group is nothing but a group of concurrent programs. Then what is data group? Data group is nothing but group of application usernames and passwords. Application usernames and passwords. Then what about menu? Menu is nothing but group of forms. Menu is nothing but group of forms. Okay. So we will be working with request group because we are developing the programs. We'll be working with the menu also because we are developing the forms. But we will not be working with the data group. Data group is created by the DBA. We don't work with the data group. DBA is going to create the data group. Data group will be created by the DBA. It's a security purpose. It contains the application usernames and passwords. Application usernames and passwords. Okay, fine. So now we are going to create a responsibility which is having request group, data group and menu. But right now we have only one. What is that? Only request group we are creating. For time being, we will use existing data group, existing menu. Later we'll see how to work with the menus. It's simple while working with the forms. Okay. Now we will go for attaching the request group as well as data group. As well as data group. Fine. That is. Next, attach responsibility to the user. This point last session we have done. Last session we discussed how to create a user, and how to attach responsibility to the user. Last session we have added a couple of responsibilities to the user, and we have discussed how to enable and disable effective from date, effective start date, that. So that same, last time whatever responsibilities we have added, those are built in, already created by Oracle. Now these are new responsibilities. We are creating the new responsibility and we are attaching that responsibility to the user. Next, user will select the responsibility and go to SRS window. So whenever user want to run the program, user must go to SRS window. You cannot submit from other places your programs. You should go to the SRS window. Standard request submission, SRS window. We must go to SRS window. Standard request submission. There only we can submit our request. So this is standard process when we want to register a report. Out of 8 points, 99% our work is here only. Remaining all are just 1% of work. If you register 4-5 programs, then any program, same process. You take any report, same method. There is nothing logic you have to apply here. Just you have to register it. Whether it's a simple report, master detail report, or complex report, it doesn't matter. The procedure is same. There is nothing dynamically you have to apply your logical skills here. Okay. So whatever the skills you have, that you have to apply here only. First point only, our 99% work is available. Remaining this all are just 1%. If you register 4-5 reports, then you will come to know how to register any report in Oracle applications. That's why we have invested around 9-10 days time on the report builder development. Report builder development. Okay. These all are just, if you do it 4-5, then enough. Okay. Fine. Now we'll go for first simple report, how to develop. So I'm going to develop the report with 2 parameters, from user ID to user ID. Between these two, we would like to have this output. 2 bind parameters we want to provide, from user ID to user ID. Between these two, we want this output. We know already, right, how to work with bind parameters. So first we have to open the report builder and develop the report as per the client requirement. Open this report builder. Manual. Go to Object Navigator. 2 parameters we are defining, from user ID to user ID. Both are bind parameters. Number of 10, and one more parameter, p_2. Last time we have discussed all this, right? So same 10 digits, and use these 2 parameters in the query. Last time we have used only department and employee tables. Now we are going for user table. We want user ID, username, creation date, from fnd_user table, where user ID between p_from p_2. That's right. Order by user ID, descending order. So whatever, sorry, okay, P underscore from that. Connect to app schema, design the layout. We already discussed header section, main section, trailer section and all this. Let's go for frame. No changes here, as it is. Whatever we have done in the report builder, we'll do it here. Now take the repeating frame, properties, source, vertical expand, user ID, username, date. Creation date. Save the report. That's it. So whenever we save the report, it will be saved in our local machine. Okay. So our folder name is 702, or let's say our batch number 703. Save the report. That's it. Any prompts you are going to mention, we can mention. User ID, username, creation date. Save the report. First point we have completed successfully. We have developed the report as per our requirement. If we want to total users, we'll define summary column at report level. So this all we can apply, count user ID, and we want display in the first page, means header section. We can mention here total employees, take the field, sorry, total users, properties, source name, name of the summary column, CS underscore 1, and here total users. We don't want any border line, no line and no fill. Same thing, main section also, control A, no fill and no border line. Save the report. Now where is the report? The report is located in the C drive 703 folder. First point we have done successfully. Now we have to move the report or upload the report from local machine to server. Where is this report? Here. Copy. Let's connect to the server. Last session we discussed, right, how to connect to the server. D drive, Oracle, Vision instance, apps, apps underscore standard, append. This path is different in the real time. This path, DBA will configure whatever the path they want. But from here, the next level architecture is fixed, because this is purchased from Oracle. You have purchased the software from Oracle and you have installed. So that will be same architecture. No client can modify. You can keep new files inside of the folders, but you should not modify the folder. You should not modify the folder. Okay. It means you should not disturb the architecture. So first we are going for appel top. Appel top. Inside of this custom top. Inside of this custom top. Means we are going for PO top. 12.0.0. Reports. US folder. Now we are going to place our report in this PO top. PO stands for purchasing. Paste your report. We have uploaded our report from local machine into server. Now where is your report? It's located in the server. We have uploaded from our local machine to server. Once we upload the report into server, then we'll go for registration of report. Once we upload into server, we have to go for registration of the report. If you want to register the report, you should have the access to this responsibility. If you don't have the permission for system administrator responsibility, you cannot register. Okay, so you should have the access to the system administrator responsibility. Log into the applications, enter your username and password. Last time we created, right? What is the username? Okay, 702 is there. Fine. 702 user we have created. Okay, so let's log in and we have the access. So registration, if you do it with any user, it's global. It is not like whatever the reports are registered by this user can access. You can register and anybody can access. Okay, so let's log in. First to open any of the form. Go to system administrator responsibility. What is our task first? We want to create a executable. Why we are creating executable? As we discussed, total 12 types of executables we can register. Out of 12, which one you are registering right now, you have to specify. That's what is the navigation for this. If you go down in the same file, here is the navigation to create executable. Concurrent, program, executable. Program, open executable. Name of the executable. We can give any name. 702 reports underscore user. Short name also we can give any name, but generally we'll maintain the same name as a short name also. Why do we require two names? We'll discuss later. Okay. Application, this is important. Where is your report in the server? In which application it is located? It's located in purchasing, PO. PO is short name, full name is purchasing. Full name is purchasing. Description. We can give any description. Method. Name of the executable. These are the 12 types of executables. SQL, Perl script, report, PLSQL, Java, immediate, host, this all. Now we are going for reports. Method is Oracle reports. Name of the execution file. What is your execution file name? Means your report name. Your report name. 703 user. 703 user. Save. This is how we'll create executable. So we have created executable and we said my report is located in this application tab, and this is the method of the report and this is the name of the report. Once we create executable, then we will go for creation of concurrent program. We'll go for creation of concurrent program. Copy executable name, short name. How to create concurrent program? Here only. Concurrent program define. In the same file, if you go down, if you want to create a concurrent program, you have to go to concurrent program define. Concurrent program define. This is the form where we will create a concurrent program. We can give any name. Oracle report registration. Program enable or disable. Once program is created, we cannot delete. Only option is enable or disable. And short name. Application. Where you are registering this application we can give any name, but generally will maintain the same application name in all the areas. And it's new program. Here we'll attach whatever executable we have created, that will attach here. And what about your output? Which format you want your output? We want in PDF. Do you want to save your output or not? If you don't save the output, when you run the program, you can see that output. But once you log out and log in, next you cannot see. But if you save the output, anytime you can check. You want to print. If you would like to go for printing, what is your printer name, printer style? These details will fill up. If we uncheck this print checkbox, we don't want any printer. Number of columns and rows per page, printing. How many columns and rows you want per page printing? If you don't mention, you can just choose the style. I am selecting printing style as A4 size. Printing style as A4 size, that we can choose. Save. Remaining options we'll discuss in the next level. Now what we have done is we have just created a concurrent program. For that we have attached executable. Do you have any parameters? Input parameters for your report. Do you have the parameter for your report? Yes, 2 parameters are there. That you have to register. Click the parameters button. Enter sequence number. Sequence number we can give any number. Name of the parameter. Description we can give any description. In future you want enable and disable the parameter, you can use this. Value set. Value set is nothing but a data type, similar to data type. Value set is nothing but a similar to data type. What type of values you want to allow in this parameter? Only numbers allowed, maximum 10 digits. That is the value. Same concept you have to implement here. There is built-in value set called 10 number. It is created by Oracle. It will allow 10 digit positive numbers. You can't enter more than that. If you want to allow 22 digits, we don't have value set. We have to create. That we'll see in the next class, how to create. Now today we are using the built-in, which are already defined by Oracle. So 10 number parameter value set will allow only numbers maximum 10 digits. When user pass the value in the first front end parameter, where it should go in the back end. Because in the report, how many parameters we have? 2 parameters. You have to map it. Otherwise, system cannot recognize this parameter value should go to which parameter or which variable. System will not be clear. You should map it. That's nothing but a token. So token is used for mapping your concurrent program parameter with report builder bind variables. With report builder bind variables. Okay. So if you want to make the parameter is mandatory, check this checkbox. Required checkbox. It means user must pass the parameter. If you want to hide the parameter, you can check this checkbox. If you want to display the parameter, you can check this. These 3 checkboxes generally will be using enabled, required, display. That is first parameter. One parameter we have registered. Let's go for second. 2 user ID. That is also value set is number 10 only. And what about the token? P underscore. Token means your bind parameter name. Like this 100 parameters can be registered maximum. 100 parameters can be registered maximum. The sequence number we can give any number. Any unique number is allowed. Generally we'll maintain some gap between one number to another number because in future you want to add any parameter between these two. Between these two you want to add any parameter. You can add parameter number called 2 or 3 or 4. So automatically the position will go into between these two parameters. That's purpose only we will maintain some gap, otherwise no problem. Once parameter is created, if you want to delete the parameter, you can delete always, no problem. It's up to your requirement. If you don't want now and in future you want, you can disable. Disable means almost delete. Almost delete. But whenever you want again you can enable. Once you delete, no chance you will get back. Okay. Again you have to create if you want. But if you disable, then whenever you want again you can enable it. That is enabled checkbox. There is a range option also. From user ID must be low, to user ID must be high, always. If you want to configure that, select from user ID parameter, say low. Select to user ID parameter, say high. So what we have done is we have configured from parameter value must be less than or equal to 2 parameter. No chance that user can pass from value is high and 2 value is low. That is invalid. Okay. So that I have configured here. Fine. So 2 parameters we have registered. So now what we have done? We created a concurrent program. Then we have attached executable. And then we have added the parameters. So we created concurrent program. We have added executable. Then we have added parameters. Next. Attach concurrent programs to request group. What is mean by request group? Group of requests or group of concurrent programs. Okay. Whatever the programs we have registered, that we are going to group it. For example, sales group is there. Sales group contains sales programs. Financial group contains financial programs. Manufacturing group contains manufacturing programs. Supervisor group contains supervisor programs. Like that, depends on the client requirement, they can create a number of groups and they have to attach the programs to the group. How to create a request group? This is the navigation. Security, responsibility, request. Copy program name. Security, responsibility, request. This is the form where we will go for creation of request group. Group name, application name, you can give any code, attach. Request group is nothing but group of requests or group of programs. Whatever the programs you want to group, you can group. There is no limit. You can add n number of groups. And where you are creating this group, purchasing. And what about code? We can give any code, no problem. This code is used for backend purpose. We'll talk about this later. Next, description. Yes. Right now, how many programs we have added in the group? Only one program we have added. Only one program we have added. So we have created request group and we have added the concurrent program to the group. Next, create responsibility. Whatever the request group we have created, attach that, and we will use built-in data group and menu for time being. Later we'll see how to create the menus. This responsibility means same, security, responsibility define. So copy the group name, security, responsibility define. We can give any responsibility name. Application name, any application name. Generally we are using purchasing, right? We'll mention. Responsibility key, we can maintain any key. That is for uniqueness purpose. A description we can provide. So one responsibility means indirectly data group, request group and menu. Right now we have created just request group, attach. We have just created request group. Then data group, always we will use standard data group. If you are working for any client, same data group. Unless if client is having different security reasons, they will go for multiple, but 99% no chance will go for always standard data group. What about application name? Same application, whatever we have given here, that will mention. Then menu. For time being, I am using another menu called position. Later we'll discuss how to work with the menus. Save. So now what we have done here is, we created a responsibility. For that we have attached our request group, means our programs. One request group means either one program or multiple programs. Okay. Then time being we have added the menu and also data group, security. Request group means programs, menu means forms. Data group is for internal purpose, security. Internal purpose, security, it will be defined. Okay. Now we are going to attach this responsibility to the user. Attach the responsibility to the user. This is, whenever we assign this responsibility to the user, you are assigning the responsibility means Indirectly you are assigning your programs, and also you are assigning some forms. So if you have the access to the responsibility, what you can do is you can open the forms and do the data entry, insert, update, delete, select records, and you can go to programs and you can run the programs whatever is available. Okay. So this is a level of authority. What is meant by responsibility is it is a level of authority we will assign to employees. We will assign to employees. For example, is there. Clerk is there. For clerk, what we'll do, we'll assign the clerk responsibility. And we'll keep whatever clerk forms are required, whatever clerk reports are required. Supervisor responsibility is there. We'll assign the supervisor menu, supervisor programs to the supervisor responsibility. Okay. Fine. So now attach the responsibility to the user. This we have already discussed, right? So let's query your username and assign the responsibility to the user. You can assign to anybody. I have assigned for 702 user. Go to operations and assign. I have assigned this responsibility to the users. Okay. So whenever you want to assign your forms or reports, finally you have to assign to through responsibility only. So you want to run any program, you must go to responsibility. Without responsibility, you cannot do anything. So as soon as you log in, system will ask you select the responsibility. When you select the responsibility, then it will show you these are the programs are there, you can submit. Then these are the forms are there, you can open and do DML operations, insert, update, delete, search. And data group is internally. We cannot see that, it's an internal security defined it. Okay. Fine. Now what we have done, we have attached the responsibility to the user. Now user can log in and go to responsibility. Right now we have assigned for two members. One is 702 user, another one is operations user. Right now who has logged in? 702 user. So go to the responsibility. Do you have the access? Yes. You got the permission. Go to the responsibility, submit the request. Go to SRS window, submit. Last time when we were working with the reports, we used to work with the parameter form, right? After layout, there is a parameter form, we used to work here. But this is not required in Oracle applications. When you register the parameter, automatically populate. Select your program. Now it is asking two parameters. Between 1500 to 1700, I am going to retrieve. From user ID to user ID. Select. Fine. Now we have submitted concurrent program. Program is running internally. These are the input parameters we have passed, and program status is normal. Normal means it's running successfully. Refresh data button will show you the latest status of the concurrent program. Latest status of the program. Now program is still running, normal status. Oh, it's taking long time. Program is completed. Normal means success. Once program is completed, two files will be generated. Output file, log file. When we go for log file, if there are any errors or warning messages, then we go to log. If it is success, we'll directly go to output. We'll directly go to the output file. Yes. How many users you got? Total 51. And from second page onwards, we'll see the users. Same output, whatever you have done in the report builder, last 8-9 sessions, we have executed report from here. Same output you will get here also. But here, You are going to run the report from the front end. So here client will just log in. Client means end user. He will log in. He will go to the responsibility and go to SRS window, submit the request and check the output. He will not be knowing whether internally it is a RDF report or XML report or BA report or it's a package or Java. It doesn't require for the client. So client job is last point. Client means end user. He will log into the applications. He will select the responsibility. He'll go to SRS window, submit the request. Once output has generated, this output they'll take either printing or fax or email or save into the file. It's up to their requirement. Whatever the output device they want to use it. Okay. So this is how it can be done. So out of these 8 points, our developers is this. As a developer, we'll develop a report, we'll upload into server, create executable, create program, create parameters, attach to the group, attach to the responsibility, assign the responsibility to the user. This job is a client. Of course, we will also do it for testing purpose. Once you develop the report, you are supposed to test your report, right? Whether you are getting output or not. That's a reason we'll also do it. But final, in the real-time environment, final option is client here. This is our developer. As a software developer, we'll do all these activities. Okay, fine. So this is how we can go for registration of steps. In the same file you go down, you can see all the navigations. Okay. Can go through it. Tomorrow also I'll do the same process. Tomorrow also, because this is the major exercise we have to do initially. 2-3 times you can register the same report. Tomorrow also we'll do the same process, but with the different tables, different parameters, and different layout options we'll discuss. Whatever is valid in report builder, it's valid. Tomorrow we'll see lexical parameters, format triggers, bind parameters, formula columns. This all we'll see tomorrow. Okay, fine. So initially you may be confused or you may not be getting this. It's not a problem. Let's try your best. Tomorrow when we do it, it will be clear. Okay.